And that's the other point of it, is that the position is not just a position right now, it's who's in that position, and he does a phenomenal job, and they rely on him quite heavily.
And we can highlight that one, like we're going to under the current R to just show that it's different. Ethan, it says down below, doesn't it, why that FGO utility is
Yes. Yeah. The highlighted
highlighted?
different colors are things that aren't originally part of either department. Yes, we do
They're
have
additions.
Yes. Yes, we have an ACO we both use, but I would like to create a more of a structured program where the ACO is like, does more documentation, more involved in the department in responding to calls and proactive approaches. And I'm not talking like 20 hours a week, I'm talking like 4. And the utility shift was a discussion, instead of combining the administrative assistants into one position, and with that, make the utility corporal. One of the major things we have going on right now is we currently have 2 officers that need to go to the academy. Jay has an officer that needs to go to the academy, and then we have both 2 open positions. So we could potentially have 5 people that need to go to the academy. So a utility corporal could be a great addition with limited, it's little cost, but shared by both towns to fill in this while the officers leave, so that we can maintain the 24-hour coverage. Because if we're down at time, we're going to have to send 2 to the academy and potentially 3. Being down 3 would be detrimental. We would have to go back to we wouldn't be able to do 12-hour shifts, 24-hour coverage. We'd probably have to go back to the 24 hours.
And I think part of it is kind of it's not really semantics, but it's a reallocation of the funds that you would have to budget for anyway. Traditionally, we budget overtime, so that the officers can take vacations and their shifts get covered. And if someone goes to the academy, those shifts get covered, but it's all done at a premium overtime rate. And I think all you're doing is you'd be able to reallocate those overtime rates for another full-time position, which would be able to alleviate burnout, alleviate spaces and holes in your scheduling.
And the goal would be to get back to the training, the high-level training we were doing in past years.
Anything else on this one?
This is just a rough idea of the schedule. It shows there's going to be a J officer, a J patrol zone, Wilton patrol zone, 2 sergeants that, depending on their schedule, will be on on the night shift. And then I had the lieutenants and detective kind of working 4 10s and covering a Saturday day shift. So basically Monday, the only time that there's not going to be a supervisor is early in the morning. I'm talking 2 in the morning to 6 in the morning, depending on how we run how a sergeant shift would be run. You could always run it 6 to 6 so that there wouldn't be a gap. And then the only other time a sergeant wouldn't be on is Sunday during the day. A supervisor wouldn't be on.
But we'll be on call, correct?
Right, we'd have an on-call rotation. And the next page, we can go back, but the next page kind of shows the supervisor option 1 with if they were working 2 to 2, kind of like our overlap run now. Well, not like we're now, but you could run 2 to 2, 3 to 3, 4 to 4, 5 to 5, 6 to 6. So I put 2 different variations of it. Supervisor option 1 is the 2 to 2, and the white is the gap in where supervisors would be available, or not available, but working patrol. Option 2 is basically a 5 to 5 shift, so that there's 2 hours in the morning, and then Sunday during the day, not available. I keep saying not available, but not actually working patrol. And then the 24 hours would be covered, Wilton and Jay.
And that's best case scenario, full full manning.
Well, yeah, full staff.
And it's a lot of colors and numbers to essentially
lot.
say that there's gonna be
Full-time
24 hour
24
coverage.
That's what I was wondering, could we
So
just break
supervisor
that
and
into a
patrol,
commentary
right?
that
If Joe hadn't
A
gone
lot
through this
more.
last year, I would never have understood that little
Yeah.
chat.
was like, well, no, but like going to what Ethan just said, to me, that was way easier for me to understand than looking
Look
at
at
this.
this.
Yeah.
So I tried to
Because
get,
that is like,
It was
I look at
great
that and
to
I'm
do
just
that,
like, this
but,
is a lot,
you
my
know,
brain
right
immediately
from
backs away.
I was trying
That's
to
a
get
lot.
ChatGPT to do it in a nice,
And it wouldn't do it for
no,
you.
it would not do it, and it wouldn't.
Which I
let me-
get,
Matt,
because it's
he's doing real
complex.
good at it.
Well, no, it's a complex,
It is, very.
schedule anyways.
and-
But the way
Yeah,
you
but
just
this-
explained it broke it down much easier, that like,
Yeah.
we
The
have
summary.
coverage. The only
Right.
time that there wouldn't be a supervisor actually on would be this
Other than
period,
being
but they're on
available.
call and we
Right.
have
Yeah.
coverage 24/7.
That would be great.
I mean, that to me is way easier to,
It would not let me
Absorb
put
it.
Sunday before Monday in the work week.
And so,
You just call it Sunday starts the
right?
Yeah,
my
I
work
failed.
week starts with Sunday. This is
I
what
tried
it's
like
to
3
be.
times, I'm like, I'm done.
Alright. Next. Proposed police zones. We did need to see the schedule of how they're gonna overlap and everything's gonna be covered.
We didn't change the colors, so we gotta change that to yellow. Wilton the yellow.
Oh, the,
trunk is yellow.
So Wilton's yellow, Jay's blue, and we, you know, just an initial thought of it is
Wilton.
put the supervisor on the major routes,
Shows up.
have them patrol the major routes, but, so that they can be quick access to either town.
I actually love this, Ethan.
What's that?
Right,
Uh,
the zones,
Yeah,
the 3 zones.
I do
Wooden
love
Falls
that.
and-
Because in my mind, I was thinking, what if everybody's in J, or, you know, what if everybody's in Wilton and nobody's in J, what will happen? But this
I mean, there's
is
gonna,
great.
there'll
There'll be times that could happen.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
that's.
because that happens right now.
But
So,
to know that
but yeah.
3 different zones would be.
Right, that there will be people assigned to
Okay.
different
That's when the county
zones.
steps in.
supervisor.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sheriff probably find us and copy it.
I was trying to.
Here's how we're gonna do, we only need 3 officers now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm like, I don't know. Okay, I got
I'm
it.
being a
now.
wise guy, it's a long day. Good.
First one's forecasted budget, this is just the payroll side. So this is forecasted. So I believe,
This would be for next year, though,
right,
not,
2026.
yes.
You have negotiations this year?
Yes.
Oh, you do? 'Cause Jay doesn't.
I think we have, I think we
You
do.
guys
Do we?
do.
Yeah,
Just had
we only
1
did
year
a,
extension.
Oh, I'm sorry, yes, that's right, we did, I was thinking 3 years. So every 3 years and then you remind me, wonderful. God. Thanks.
anybody see anything here?
I mean, just for like cleanliness, I'd take out all of these account numbers, because they don't really add
Yeah.
anything.
Okay.
Those are from our spreadsheets, so.
Right.
That's just,
Cut and paste.
well,
Yeah.
then to keep these guys in.
Yeah.
To know where, what numbers
What
are
number
what.
to look at, get it from here.
Yeah, look at the spreadsheet, how come that one's there? I don't know.
What's the asterisk next to the supervisor oversight? Is that returned to the previous pages?
It
Oh, that
is,
is
so
amazing.
supervisor
Discussion.
oversight isn't 24/7.
Because like
we'll make a note of that.
Okay, and
It's
just,
what we just talked about. So
Right.
There's a little bit of a gap.
Is, the first thing that comes to mind is you get the SRO adjacent, right. So I don't know if that. It's probably the percentages are different, right?
Well, yeah, I don't think, I mean, I would assume that it's not exactly
Right.
that. So if we are not going to be right on, then we need to be exact then. Don't you think?
It would make it cleaner, people will understand it better. Your percentages, I can't see what's on your screen, it's too far away.
45, 55.
Yeah,
right,
if you actually did the math.
I
Yeah.
did,
So
we
if we're
did.
not, it's 45, 55?
So,
Yeah.
so that's based on
We took the,